Hi friends, your pal Scott Garibay, and today I want to start an in-depth discussion of the couch scribbler. Okay, um, and I want to ask the question: has there ever been a single depiction of a couch scribbler on the big screen or the small screen that was positive, that positively depicted a couch scribbler and showed a couch scribbler actually helping someone? Or even presented an ethical couch scribbler. And I'm really fascinated by this, and I'll tell you why. Okay, so I just finished watching The Pit. Okay, now The Pit is a brilliant show. It is a 15 episode show starring Noah Wyle. He is phenomenal. This is by far his best role in anything I've ever seen him in. It's a tour de force. It is his magnum opus without exception. He is phenomenal in this, and he plays an ER doctor in Pittsburgh, right? So this is not a genre show. This isn't science fiction. This isn't fantasy. This is a contemporary fiction show that shows us the life of an ER doctor and shows us how difficult they are. So it is phenomenal from start to finish. I'm going to say this is the best non-genre show I've watched in 2025 without exception. It is absolutely phenomenal. I was going to say maybe White Lotus. This is better. Far better than White Lotus. White Lotus was good. I really enjoyed White Lotus, but this was better. Okay. And so, I walked away from this show just absolutely shocked, right? Like, just like, wow, that's pretty amazing, right? And what really blew me away about the show was that in 15 episodes, they showed doctor after doctor after doctor after doctor helping people. Like, people would come in with a problem and they would genuinely help them. They would send them away better. They would send them away fixed, right? And there was no question that these doctors had genuinely helped them, right? And they had done it in an ethical way. They had strived to ethically help people, right? And it was a fantastic show. And I had never seen a better depiction of a single profession, right? If you watch The Pit, you come out of that saying doctors are good people who ethically help people and are capable of making people better. It's not a question. You literally see it 3 times per episode. And there's 15 episodes. There's no less than like 45 clear depictions of good people with ethics helping people who genuinely have problems, and when they leave the presence of the doctor, they are fully fixed. They are fixed, right? I've never seen anything like it, right? But when I looked at it, I was like, wait a second. In that show, they're like, hey, you're a person and we think we need to send you to a couch scribbler, right? And the other person's like, I really would like to not go to a couch scribbler because I don't know if I believe that a couch scribbler could help me. Also, I'm not sure that couch scribblers are good people. Also, I'm not sure that couch scribblers are ethical in any way, right? And I was like, oh my gosh. So this show has shown clearly that doctors can be good people, doctors can be ethical, and doctors can legitimately, unquestionably, verifiably help people, right? But then the show also, and then I walked away and I was like, wait a second. This is a Hollywood product. This is the Hollywood community saying, we believe that that doctors are good people. A doctor can be a good person, an ethical person, a good ethical person who verifiably helps another person with a problem and fixes that problem, right? But then I was like, wait a second. If this show contained 45 depictions of good ethical people who are doctors helping people with verifiable problems and sending them away with verifiable fixes, have I ever seen that once from any Hollywood product from the Hollywood community depicting a couch scribbler ever helping a person ever. And immediately in my mind, I was like, no, I've never seen that. I've seen couch scribblers depicted no less than 100 times by the Hollywood community. And not once have I ever seen them paint a couch scribbler as a good, ethical person who could help a person with a verifiable problem and send them away with a verifiable fix. Not once. Not once in the entirety of watching, the big and the small screen for no less than 5 decades. So if that's the case, what are the ramifications of that? And so, so I'm going to dig into this. I'm going to dig into this in detail. But but as I dig in to DYOR, right, I'm going to ask you, have you ever seen a single Hollywood community presentation on the big screen or the small screen in fiction depicting a couch scribbler in any way as a good, ethical person who is verifiably supplying a solution to someone with a verifiable problem, a fix to a verifiable problem? I'm really curious of this, right? So I appreciate your patience with that question. I would love to hear your answers. Please, if you get every single word you just heard in this video is my humble opinion and my request for your observations on the question I just posed. I would really love to hear your humble opinion on this subject, and I would really love to hear if you have ever seen a single Hollywood community depiction on the big or small screen of a good, ethical person who is a couch scribbler who verifiably delivered a fix to a person who had a verifiable problem. I'd love to hear the answer to that. Please consider liking, subscribing, and have a fetch millennium.